Welcome to the EWS broadcast today. We're excited to have you all because we have an amazing thing to share with you. Of course, you've heard about it through the emails. You possibly have gone and tested it out and saw it for yourself. It's quite remarkable. And today you're really going to get a good bird's eye view of the whole thing, dig into the tech. And Daryl, of course, being the master that he is, he'll be able to show you some of the hidden technologies. So you get a really good idea of the best ways to utilize this site, and of course, understanding all of the features that are contained within it. I just want to do a quick, we're going to do a quick mic check, make sure everybody can hear us, and I'm going to be working to go live on social media. Just want to make sure we're there. Welcome, Facebook, everybody out there. We're ready to get started, Daryl.
Welcome, guys. Welcome. Great. There's a lot of people joining from all over the world. Thank you guys so much for sharing all of your locations. It's really wonderful to see. Sweden as well, New Zealand. I mean, it's just from all over the world. And that's just truly wonderful because today we have quite a gift to share with you guys. This has been a long burden of love for us. We endeavor
labor of love, not a burden.
labor of love. Thank you. Yeah. I'm the developer, so for me it's a burden, but it's so we had the intention to really create the most powerful, most amazing, most beneficial Kangen website to date that is product centric. So we knew that, it's really about the eco angle, especially hot in the world today. It's on a lot of people's mind for eco thinking. This is really a timely product for you guys. I'm going to go ahead and show you the website so I can start talking about the things about this website. I mean, website's a website to a lot of people, but to me as a developer and all of the really in-depth work that went into creating this truly masterpiece, I really wanted to have the opportunity to share with you guys all the neat little features that you wouldn't really notice as an average person, but you will benefit as a distributor. So I'm going to share the website now. Let's see.
I'm just working to get customer care connected so they can answer questions along with me here, Daryl. Okay. Go ahead and roll, man.
All right. So here we are. This is the new eco website. Obviously, we start off with this website with a nice banner that kind of gets the whole point across. Green your home with Kangen water. By now, any person visiting your site and seeing that kind of a graphic is wondering, what do you mean you can green your home with water? So that's kind of like a very nice opener that helps people get into the concept. We've headlined this whole website with the primary topics. We have the greener home, the greener food, greener beauty, greener garden, greener pet, all of these things that you can use Kangen water for that people will be stunned by, to realize that water can replace so many of their toxic household chemicals and be used in so many wonderful ways to improve not only the health of their home, but the health of their bodies. So this website here is, the really nice features about this website is it's done in a very blog-oriented format. What we see on the internet today, a lot of what people are learning when they go out to look for information, they are most frequently learning from actual blogs, people who are writing news articles and talking about their experiences and what they have researched, etc. So we wanted to really take advantage of that kind of blog format of a website. So you'll notice right off the gate that we have organized everything into articles. So let's take a look real quick. We can go into like greener home here. And when we go into the greener home section, you're going to notice we've just laid out everything in a nice grid format for very easy browsing. And just so everybody understands for reference, let's see if I can actually even just show you what happens, right? So this is the mobile view. So everything is fully mobile compatible. And we even had a very strong focus, not just mobile compatible, but mobile first focus on the development of this site to ensure that no matter where your visitors are coming from, they have a wonderful experience in finding the content that they're looking for. So switching back to desktop view, you'll notice any one of these articles that people can click on that might interest them in understanding how they might green their home by, for instance, doing the dishes. The article here is in blog format. Your information is displayed in prominent positions throughout the website. And they get a nice blog article that helps them to understand how this can actually work. Alongside of the blog article, we also have this nice article category list. This shows all of the articles that are actually from within that same category of greener home. It even shows you which one that you're currently viewing. So if you were to be clicking down the list, it's very easy to go on to the next one and the next one and the next one as you might be reading. At the footer of every page, we also have implemented this menu here. This is just kind of like a quick menu that really helps for, especially on mobile devices. But if you notice too, we switch back to a mobile view. We also implemented at the bottom of every article, we implemented a horizontal article list that helps people find what they're looking for. So that explains like the core structure of the website, but what about really the technology that is being displayed through this website? You'll notice a very common thing. If you're browsing around the internet, you're always going to see these pages with comments boxes. This is not just any kind of comment system. This is really, if you're not tuned in, tune in real close to me right now to understand this. This is one of the most powerful aspects of this new technology, right? So as we all know, websites that are fresh, have new contents and have activity and have social evidence within them, they're going to get a higher ranking with any kind of search engine that you might find online. So, and the other problem is when we actually have replicated websites, they can be a bit harder to rank. In fact, in any other replicated websites you've ever used outside of our company, you never get them ranked, right? But we have technologies to help them get them ranked, but we've taken it 20 steps further with this website by giving you the ability to actually have custom content on your own site that's not on any others, but at the same time, be able to benefit from custom content that others are getting on their websites on yours. Now, let me explain how that really works. Here we have leave a comment or question. Now, this is very inviting form so that we're not asking them for a whole lot of information. They might just start typing whatever their comments are. And then when they are done actually filling out that and they say, okay, I want to submit my comment, then we just kind of say, oh, okay, well, why don't you give us your name and your email? Of course, you can't submit comments without having some sort of identity, but we've been able to walk them through the process, right? First, your comments. Now that you've typed them out, okay, next step, it's not that much further to go. Give us your name and email, right? So they can put in their name and email. And then they can say, remember me. Now, this is going to be very useful as they move about through the site. So if they want to add more comments later, they don't have to fill out the big form anymore. So they can actually do a remember me and have much easier access as they move about the site. They can also ask to be notified of any replies, right? So this is a feature that's oftentimes missing from other websites. But any kind of replies that go back to whatever the comments are, it will actually notify whoever made the original comment. And then as they're here, hey, they might as well ask for the Eco Living ebook. Now, this is kind of important to understand because these comments, now I'm going to call this a global comment system, and because every comment by default is treated as a global comment, which means it gets replicated throughout all of your websites. That's its default. If they check send me the Eco Living ebook, it becomes a comment, but then it splits off and also becomes a prospect, right? Just understand that. If they're commenting, it's not necessarily a prospect, and we don't launch it into your system until they actually request information from you specifically. So if they check that book, they're automatically loaded into your database as a prospect as well. And then our compliance team will manage the comment in the way that we do. And I can talk a little bit about that later. So this person is going to submit their comment. I'm on a demo site. Of course, it's not going to work. Anyway, they submit their comment. It appears on the page, and in our back end, what they will see their comment live if it's live, and they can go throughout the whole site and continue to comment and continue to comment. It won't actually be live for anyone else until our compliance team has had a chance to review it, right? Because we got to keep a check on every kind of comment that we're going to put into a website. We got to make sure that it's all legitimate and that it's all safe to publish. So we've actually created our own compliance team that's going to be monitoring all of these kind of comments that come in through the system, and they simply select, the comment, they read it, then they check the comment for its contents, right? So you can imagine your prospects at your website might just use this form to contact you, and they're not really making a comment on the article. So we're actually trained to handle that as well, and the software will actually show when that person is actually a contact and should be a prospect, and our compliance team will redirect it and will change it from being a comment and push it off to you as a contact form. So we have people out there monitoring all of this for you. You don't have to worry about it yourself. We're actually doing all of that work for you. And we will catch any kind of prospects that might be opting in and make sure that they land in your box if they do. Otherwise, we treat it very much like it's just a straight comment on the website. So it's important to note now how that all plays out. Let's see if I can find one of these articles. Let's see if I can remember which one we already have comments on here. I think maybe we've been commenting on clean produce. All right, so here's an article where the article has already received a comment. The comment was suitable for all websites, so it got approved and then got posted out, and now it's replicated. If you had this website, you would have that comment on your website. Let me tell you why that's really important too, because part of the angle that we're really trying to take with this website is social proof. Social proofing is one of the most important concepts today in any kind of sales endeavor. Social proofing is important because people are looking for other people to tell them if this is good or this is bad. This is why the Amazon rating system, for example, is such a popular and very, it's a necessary system, because you don't buy a product until you see how many stars it has and how many people have been commenting on it. So social proof helps a person as they're reading to start feeling a lot more comfortable with, sorry, I was just, sorry. The social proofing helps a person get a lot more comfortable with what it is that they're reading and taking in, or even watching a video for. So this comment system, you can get involved. We really actually encourage everybody to visit even the demo website or your own website and just start making comments, read the articles, make comments. Understand this, you guys, you're distributors, but you're also customers first. Every distributor is a customer first, or really they should be. They should know the product and buy the product because of the product, because they want the product. So you guys are the best people, that you're an army of people that could be out here putting all of your experiences and your thoughts and your comments into this kind of a website. Let me be clear too, when I was saying that sometimes those comments can be only on your website, giving you custom content. That'll happen is if comments are being made that specifically reference the distributor or reference the distributor's website. When they are talking, hey, I had a great experience with John, this distributor. They might be putting something like that in your website. And then we have, in compliance, we have the ability just to check a box and say, publish that only to that one member's website. So there's a lot of power there to be able to get a lot of activity going, not just your own activity, but the whole world of activity will be making your website pop, pop, pop. So this comment system is also kind of doubled into the whole thing as a review system. And this takes us into the kind of the next biggest feature of this website, which is the shop. Now, just forgive me, I'm not going to go through every single section of this website right now, because there's way too much and I don't want to hold you here for hours. So I'm going to try to rush through the main technology points that you might not have caught just by getting your own and looking at your own website. So first things first, this shop system that we built, this is actually really revolutionary. What we have done here by leveraging a software that Enagic Canada and Enagic USA both uses from our company, we are able to do a direct integration and an easy way for them to switch between US and Canada to do their shopping. Now, here's the really cool thing. They can even switch between any other region that Enagic has officially supported. So all of these different regions are here. you can select, let's just say we want to check out. Yeah, there's one right there. I got a little bit of a delay on my screen, so forgive me a little bit on that. I don't know why that's happening. Must be the Zoom software. So as you can see, I selected Germany, and here we are seeing all of the European prices, and we also see which products are specifically not available in that region. So at a click, people can actually change the region for which they want to shop for. And as Enagic starts implementing more and more of our software, where Europe is like so close to having it, they just haven't taken it to the final step. But once they do, they will actually have a nice prominent main button here, because any region that has our shop will get that prominent button, because it's a true integration of e-commerce, because we'll be able to really integrate deeply with their shop software, and people that want to order will be able to order directly through your website. They don't have to click a link and jump off to some enagic.whatever somewhere in the world to actually make their order, which is pretty important for the customer experience. And it's also true to Enagic's vision that you are the front man. You are the person that is supposed to be connected with the customer, working with the customer, helping the customer, et cetera. Enagic's going to be taking care of all of the rest, the shipping and the commissions, et cetera. So this keeps everything centralized just for you and locked into your own place. Now, what you're seeing here is actually brand new. We've not even announced this yet. You're seeing it, and if you go to your own website, you're not going to see this little region up here quite yet, because we haven't actually pushed it out live. It's got a little bit of testing left to do before we can make it live. But it's what we've actually done is made it fully compatible now for a full order from start to finish to be able to be completed from US and Canada. And then for every other region, they still actually get to do the product ordering right through your cart. It's just going to handle it a little bit differently on the back side. So you see I clicked on the SD501, I added it to my cart. We can see the cart is loaded. I can add other products if I want. And when we get over here to the cart, let me change this network setting. Okay, there we go. We get over here to the cart. We see the cart is all set up. It has the product in here. It wants to calculate the totals. This is interesting because if you're US and Canada, we're actually integrated with the tax calculator that US and Canada have because they use our software. Any other country can have this. Whatever your region is, they can actually have the full integration. You just need to talk to your managers of your local office and say, hey, get with EWS so we can have this. And then we handle the rest. So it's really just about the local branches reaching out to us to make it happen. We can make it happen. In any case, obviously, Europe has not finished their integration with us. We have them about 90% complete. They're very close, but we need them to kind of walk through the last piece of integration. So whenever they do is when they do. But until then, if you're in a region that does not have this online ordering, we've actually created something very nice. We can still calculate tax and shipping. This is very nice because what we're going to see right here is something you saw on Mobi. If you've ever used Mobi, you start typing your address. You know, you've already selected you're in Germany, so it's going to look for addresses that might match something what you're typing in Germany, and gives you a nice, easy autofill. So, you know, all of that very annoying forms that people always have to fill out, we've made it super easy for them to do. So we just allow them to fill out that information there. It says the product not available in that region. Again, there's some bugs to work out here. In any case, it allows them to fill out that information. Let me check the, and then what we'll do for regions that don't have our software, we actually do a rudimentary product lookup. So we check for rudimentary taxes, whatever base taxes that we can find, any tax data that we can find, we try to calculate them, and then we tell them it's an estimate for those that don't have our software. So again, if we just switch right here now from Germany to US, which has the full deep integration, you're going to see it pulls it up perfectly right from the Enagic USA software. And then they proceed to checkout. So checkout is a pretty easy process. again, we're formatting phones based upon, this is an auto detection system. So obviously, since I'm in Costa Rica, it's detecting Costa Rica, but it will auto detect whatever location that your person is actually visiting from and auto fill out the international format of the phone. This is very important. Another feature that most websites don't have, right? And we always get strange phone numbers that you got to guess what the prefixes might be. So billing address, same as shipping. Of course, this can change. We actually changed our location in the USA, so we can change this here too. Now, right now, and you can't see it because I don't have it loaded up. Maybe you can see it from here though. The camera's not going to really focus in on that, but you see I got a notification that an order has been started. It's almost complete. So you're going to get notifications if you're using Enagic Mobi, the mobile app. You're going to get those notifications. If you're just email, you'll get them in email. As you can see, this takes them into the final stages, right? They've already filled out most of the information. All of this stuff is done. It takes them into the final stages of placing order. If you've used Mobi, this interface is familiar to you. And they just complete the process right here. Now, we've done a video on this recently, so I'm not going to actually go all the way through that for the save ourselves some time. As you can see, they can complete the order all the way through to complete right here on your website, and they're good to go. So we have options for the entire world now. We haven't made them live yet. As I said, we still got some bugs to work out. We have to go through quality control. But we just finished all of this regional programming to make it function worldwide. So that's pretty exciting for everybody. Now, to understand, I was talking previously about the comment system. We kind of wrap the comment system into also a review system. Now, how many times have you gone online to buy a product, but you're looking for reviews, right? You're not going to just buy a product. It's kind of bad to run into a website without reviews. So that's why we have this review system on your website. These review systems very similar to the comment system. If people do want to leave a review, it's just a matter of typing in a summary, type in the full review, and do their star rating. These are, again, just like comments. They're moderated by us just to make sure that nobody's in there saying, yeah, I bought this machine and it cured my cancer. Obviously, we can't be saying that. So we have all of the controls in place to maintain that. So you guys need to be getting in there and actually, for the products that you bought, go put your reviews on them. You are customers first. We need to hear from you what your reviews are on all of these products. And it's really going to help as your prospects, because it doesn't matter whose website that a review is submitted on, it appears on yours, right? So you're going to have all kinds of content showing up here, showing all of these different reviews. There's a really long one by Megan. I lowered it a half star because I wish it was cheaper. But you have some really great reviews here, and I think it's a very valuable resource when you're sharing this with prospects and they get to actually read from other customers of these products, what their experiences have been and how much they love it. This is a great social proof tool. So you guys need to understand that you are customers first. You guys can go in there, and for the products that you bought, you can make your own reviews, and it's going to be shared and throughout all of the people's websites so that everybody gains the benefit of these social review systems. This is something Enagic has never had, never seen before. We don't have any kind of that social proof built into websites like these. So this is a very, very, very powerful thing. Now, you might have noticed as I'm sitting here, there's a Hess Germany requested alkaline body balance ebook down there in the corner. This is also another social proof system that we built into this website. This system, internally we call it BuzzFeed, but that's externally something else, so we don't want to confuse people. But this activity feed system actually does real-time activity. So anybody that's on any website, anybody that has an EWS website, anybody that's requesting an ebook from any EWS website will pop up on this screen for your prospects to see the kind of activity that's happening with Enagic and Kangen Water. So this kind of system helps people feel a lot more confident. They're not sitting at some dead website. There's a lot of activity that's actually going on. You can test it yourself. You can open up one of this website here and go to another page and request an ebook. You can go to an E2 website and request an ebook and see it appear over here on your Eco website. It also tracks sales that happen. So if anybody's placing sales, we of course protect personal data because we don't want to reveal any personal information about anybody. So all that information is protected, but we give anonymous information about people who have purchased a K8 or people who have purchased an SD501. This allows people to feel a lot more comfortable now when they see purchases firing off on your website for these products. This is building confidence in that product for them. And this is all real stuff that's happening. There's nothing fake happening here, right? That you see that sometimes on other websites, they make fake whatever to just sell stuff. This is real stuff. This is real activity, and it's real time activity. So you're going to see a lot of things popping off all the time that's going to help your customers feel more confident about their purchase. And that's the third system now that we've created for social proof. Now, the fourth system that we've created is still in alignment with the comment system, but it's called the Video Manager. Now, this is an extremely robust system. The Video Manager, as you can see, as displayed here on your Eco website, it looks a heck of a, very familiar, right? It looks a heck of a lot like YouTube. And we modeled that to make sure that when a person lands on this page, that they are feeling very comfortable with the format of the page, right? So we have a beautiful video manager here where people can easily find all of the videos that are being shared, all the product demonstrations, and then they can comment down here at the bottom just like they can anywhere else. Again, very important. Now you have a highly active, these are real numbers, by the way, because we started recording numbers on these videos getting played a long time ago. So before the Eco site was released, we've been recording these numbers. These are real numbers. You can thumbs up, and well, maybe you can't watch that tick up because it's such a large number, but these are real numbers. People that have actually been thumbs up viewing these videos. These are actual real numbers, and you got a very powerful social proof system here, very powerful sharing system here for people that want to share your videos, and you can interact with people down here, down below, which really gives the video a lot more oomph, right? Watching a video and seeing people's reactions to the videos and being able to talk to people about the video, that's a lot of power. And you guys have this actually built into your Eco website. So this is truly incredible, a very powerful system here, but it's also mirrored with a system in your back office that we haven't actually done a debut yet about. It's called the Video Library Manager. It's not the same one that you might know from your back office now. That's not the same one. We did a whole new video management system that we will come out with later because we don't want to overwhelm you guys all at once. But what it does is it gives you a lot more control over what videos actually appear on your different websites. It gives you access to a much larger video library than you probably ever knew existed of compliant videos. And you can mix and match and create playlists and send out playlists to people. You can do video opt-in pages, which some of you may already know about with recent promotions that we've done. So there's a lot of power going into these kind of features, and we're kind of trickling them onto you bit by bit because we don't want to overwhelm you. A lot of it's already done and already ready to go, but we want to move it out slowly so that you guys all have a chance to really absorb what's happening. The video manager system too, just so you understand, it's a leader down system, right? Because sometimes the community does produce videos that are good videos and that we would like to be able to use. So what we've actually done is for leaders that actually have our system, leader plans, they will actually be able to go and add their own videos, not YouTube links, upload your own videos into our video management system. And then it goes through a compliance process where we can check the video, make sure that it's compliance, make sure that it's approved, make sure that we're all okay with this kind of a new content. And so leaders can actually build their own video playlist based upon that, get compliance checking for them so that they are in the clear. And then they can actually share those videos or playlists. They can create playlists of videos. They can share those with a simple link with their team. We call this new feature Team Share. And again, we'll talk a little bit more in depth about that kind of stuff later. But what I'm angling at here is duplication. right? So you can actually have things set up in your system as a leader, and then with a link, you can pass that out to your team. And when they click it, it reconfigures their EWS to match yours so that you get duplication. This is all about what 2020 is about. You're going to be hearing a lot more about team share and a lot of those features. This is kind of the beginning of it all, what you're seeing with this eco website. You have powerful, super powerful feature. We even built in a wonderful search engine to this website. So even if they click that search and typed in, well, it's supposed to be video, but I got a weird lag with this Zoom system. So, you know, a powerful search engine. Now, we built the search engine from scratch. We actually coded a search engine for your website so that we can have a very powerful way for people to find whatever they wanted on your website, whatever they're looking for. They can search for the videos and go to the videos. They can search for, let's say they're looking for something to do with skin. They search skin and they're finding all the skin stuff. So this is actually very rare to normal, you know, average website visitors. They think a search engine's like baked in, like it's normal. Of course you have a search engine, but it's not normal. Websites, most websites you go to won't have it unless they're based on some sort of content management system like WordPress, and then it's just kind of a disaster. Who builds anything on WordPress except a blog, right? So this actually took a lot of work to build a search engine directly into your site, giving people quick access to whatever it is that they're looking for. Very powerful, and it's all based upon our language framework system too. So yes, you can look forward to multilingual coming out in the future. I think our very first one is going to be French, because we had some distributors, some French distributors come forward just recently. I think you guys are on the webinar right now who wanted to assist in the translation to French. So you're going to see this website become the new main and most powerful website as Enagic adopts the software that we are trying to implement with e-commerce. You're going to see the shop grow. You're going to see this become one of the most prominent websites for product-centric marketing around the world. So you guys don't want to miss out on this. It has a lot of features packed that are super powerful, and I hope you were able to really grasp everything that I shared with you. I know I went through kind of fast on a lot of those things because I'm trying to keep everything tight into a 30-minute presentation. But there's a lot here. There's a lot more to discover. There's tons and tons of pages baked into this website. It's a content-rich website so that it's got great SEO and it's great prowess. We already have, I did a Google search before, and now I've lost it because I had to reboot the computer, but I did a Google search before, and I found top 20 pages of all this website already indexed and beginning to rank on the search engines. And that's amazing. It just came out.
Totally exciting.
So there's a lot of power to this website. There's a lot more going into it. We're going to be focusing a lot of attention and energy on continuous development of this website. This is definitely not a website you want to miss. Please do understand that because of the advanced features that are plugged into this, you do need to have SSL. You do need to have a security certificate in order to run all this. But that being said, right now, as many of you know, right now we only have security certificates available for distributor and leader plans. It's not available on starter. But let me give you a little heads up. In the future, I'm not exactly sure when because we have a lot of work to do and our priorities shift. But in the future, we will be able to offer starter the SSL, but it'll be like per domain that you need to get SSL, just like you would if you were doing any hosting anywhere else. You have to pay for your SSL for per domain that you want. So we have that in our pipeline so that starter will be able to get it, but understand you're paying per domain to have your SSL on starter. Distributors and leaders will get every domain free, just so you understand the difference. But it gives starters a way to get in with SSL, but also we actually are very close to being able to finish a version of the site that doesn't require SSL. So we're actually coming up pretty close on that with the whole regional and being able to handle regions that don't have e-commerce yet for machines. That means if you don't have e-commerce for machines, then you don't need SSL, right? So we're actually getting pretty close to being able to handle that as well. But if you guys want the e-commerce features, right now the only way to get it is on the distributor and leader plans. If you want to wait it out, I don't know when it's going to be, but if you want to wait it out, you might get a version of the site that doesn't require it, or you might get the starter package that can have SSL. We have a lot of other priorities in our pipeline, so I can't really say when that's going to be, but it is in our pipeline, right? So a lot of power, a lot of features packed into this website. It truly is an amazing website. We have the new Eco ebook, by the way. This is an entirely new ebook, beautiful and fresh. Never seen before, that's integrated into your EWS right now. This website really has it all, and there's so much detail that I won't even bore you with, because as a developer, I can go on and on about all the detail. But I don't want to bore you with it. I just wanted to share with you guys the main points of all that wonderful feature that's going to help you build a very robust, changing, social proofing website that you guys can use to boost your sales and your team sales.
Awesome, Daryl. Great work, man. We appreciate you. So did you want to take some questions? I mean, I don't know. We could take some people live. We can have them raise their hands. I don't know if we have time for that, though. Let me know. We've addressed a lot of questions in the chats, but if you want to take some live people, we can do that. Or I know we're just about out of time here.
We are out of time, but I'm happy to hang out for a little bit longer. I don't want to take up anybody else's time, but if we have some important questions that people want to come forward, let's have it.
All right. Bring the important questions, folks. And we have a couple people here. We've got Cynthia. So we're going to go ahead and allow her to talk. Hopefully you've got your mic set up and you're ready to go. Again, if you want to ask any questions, make sure you have your mic set up to talk to us, and have a great question for us. Thank you. Cynthia. Hi, Cynthia. Can you hear us? Or can we hear you?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Absolutely. Hi, Cynthia. Thanks for joining us.
Yes. Really important question. How do I sign up?
That is a great question.
You go to enagicwebsystem.com. Assuming you already have your account, it's actually a pretty straightforward process. You log into your back office, and under the account management area, you can select upgrade plan. Otherwise, you just sign up for EWS, and you actually get we have a special offer on the distributor annual plan now. That is, I think it's 25% off the annual distributor plan for life. So not just your first year, you get it for life that you maintain the plan. So that's very powerful. You'll get that as you're signing up for EWS. You'll get the offer. Otherwise, if you're already with EWS, you come into your back office, as you see here. You can click on settings. You click on billing, and you click on change plan.
Okay.
And that's how you upgrade. And once you're upgraded, you're going to want to add the website. That's under marketing system, website manager. And I already have every site, but you'll see it grayed out like this down below. And you would click add website to add it, and it's done. You got it.
Okay, great. And it's called E6?
This is the Eco website. E6 is the deprecated one. It's the old Eco website that we're not updating anymore. This is the new Eco website.
Eco. Okay, great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Cynthia. Appreciate you. I think that's it, Daryl. I think we've got it covered. We've addressed all the questions in chat. So if you guys need any further help, just email us at support@enagicwebsystem.com. We're happy to help with that. I do want to state that we did have an issue with Zoom, and unfortunately they tried to fix it live. They couldn't do it. So we will be releasing this via email. So everybody, make sure everybody has the information they need. And of course, it's already live on Facebook. And after the event, it'll be live automatically. So you can share those links.
Thank you, everybody. If you didn't get your question answered, please do reach out to us. We are online right now, so all you have to do is click that little chat button on enagicwebsystem.com, and we will help you immediately. So thank you for coming, and enjoy the new site. It is only going to get better and better, and it is already pretty amazing.
And it's not the only thing that's coming, guys. Stay tuned. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Bye for now, everybody. Thank you.